We got a story and stuff from, our neighborhood Ratatouille, stole a little Master Splinter, Pinky and the Brain, Speedy Gonzales. Yes, yes, yes. We had to talk about the rainbow-haired Mickey Mouse and his rainbow hair clubhouse. And hey, I fucks with Mickey Mouse, you heard me? I be playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid. But Tekashi 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, whatever the fuck you call him. Because apparently he has claimed his former friend planted drugs and weapons in his home before the March raid that happened at his house, and I believe he got locked up for something. We had to talk about at this point, 6ix9ine. I don't know how you have friends, bro. Like at this point, not to say he shouldn't have friends or people can't go around him. At the end of the day, if you associate with 6ix9ine and you friends with him, that's your business. You don't gotta listen to me. But at this point, bro, if you insinuating that niggas befriend you and then plant some bullshit in your house for you to get locked up, nigga, why the fuck you have friends? Just stay to yourself. Be a YouTuber. Fuck it. Honestly, be discreet. This is the thing about 6ix9ine. Even though I like 6ix9ine and I don't think he should. Well, money-wise, if the money drying up, the money drying up. But you shouldn't really change your standards of living online. But you just gotta start flexing on niggas. Like, live your life, enjoy. Celebrate the fruits of your labor. But even with that being said, my nigga, you also gotta know how to move and carry yourself properly. You can't just be out here wheeling and dealing and moving willy-nilly like this. Like, what is we doing? How is we acting? We shouldn't be on this type of time. So then I just gotta ask myself and see what the type of time you on. So we gonna see what happened. And honestly, if I'm 6ix9ine and I've been caught up in all this shit, niggas ain't coming to my house. Like niggas ain't coming to my house like that, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I don't know if it's like his mans from back in the day that even when he was running around with Treyway and all the snitching shit happened, that they was still cool, they was still locked in. So we gonna figure that out. But anyways, let's see what's going on. So numerous drugs and a Glock handgun were recovered by the feds at 6ix9ine's Florida pad. That's such a home pad. Anyways, last month in a massive raid. 6ix9ine believes someone is actively out to get him behind bars again. The Bushwick, Brooklyn rapper appeared in court today. So he appeared in court on the 21st. Or not the 20th, whatever the fuck. Yeah, the 21st, Monday. I'm recording this on the Thursday, 24th, anyways. TMZ Hip Hop to further discuss the raid that went down last month. It was then when his Florida mansion, it was at his Florida mansion, that feds found drugs and firearms after conducting a check to see if he had been following the stipulations of his probation. He was handcuffed during the routine check, but only because it was protocol to do so. They did collect DNA samples, but didn't arrest 6ix9ine either. Overall, there wasn't enough proof. However, he's claiming that these items that authorities did uncover were not his. Instead, he believes that a former friend / snitch is crazy was responsible for planting the Glock pistol, MMDA, and cocaine all over his home. 6ix9ine lawyer Lance Lazaro is confident that his client will be able to avoid any more jail time. And Brody's already on probation, if I remember right. See, that's why sometimes I be looking at 6ix9ine like, what the fuck is he doing, nigga? You on probation. But anyways. As it stands, though, the judge did agree to ban guns and drugs from the rapper. So 6ix9ine did issue an apology for the recuse he caused with last month's raid as well. Finally, the outlet reports that May 22 will be the day that he learns what the future is going to look like. If he's not found guilty of violating his parole though 6ix9ine should remain under a watchful eye of the feds until November. On top of the gun and drug ban, he also has very strict travel guidelines. At the end of the day, it will be interesting to see what the court factors into their decision. 6ix9ine has not entirely been a model citizen since his release from the MDC last December. He's also cut off his income monitor while promoting new music. His career has been hanging on by a thread for quite a long time, but if he goes back to the slammer, he may be done for good, musically speaking. I think honestly 6ix9ine is such a polarizing figure. Like, I don't know why this nigga doesn't become like a streamer or something, or like a YouTuber, because he has the personality for it. I'm not gonna lie, he does have the personality for it, and he's good at marketing himself. I will give 6ix9ine that. He's very good at marketing himself. But with that being said, like, it's just weird. Like, again, I know it's different coming from a nigga that's just talking in a room or whatever have you. Now, that nigga got money. You rich or whatever. Cool. But, like, yo, if you doing all this and you potentially could get caught up and go sit down for years, bro, that's not the end goal. That's why you told on them boys. You didn't want to be locked up in the slammer and doing all that time. So I don't see why you keep getting yourself in these situations to the point where you could go back to jail. That's where I do look at 6ix9ine like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, maybe it is the people around you. You got to switch that up. And maybe you got to stop putting yourself in positions and going to certain places and like getting into these scenarios. Because as much as, yes, these other people could be on some bullshit for you, and they just want bad for you, you do gotta look at yourself like, are you vetting these niggas right? Like, what the fuck is going on with you? That's really what I'm concerned and perplexed about with him. At the end of the day, bro, hey, he did what he did. He told on them boys, hey, if you fuck with him, you fuck with him. If you don't like him, you don't like him. That's it for the end of the day. But yeah, I'm not just gonna sit here and just rehash my shit with this nigga. But it is what it is. Like I said, if the people he told on, if they got family members or they eventually get out of the slammer and they try to come do something to him, hey, big dog, you told on them boys. You gotta know what come with it. That's really it. I don't wish bad upon people, but bro, you gotta know what it is. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. We learned that shit in science class. That's what one of the first things you learn, and you could apply it a lot to your life. But motherfuckers ain't factoring a lot of the time when they be doing some shit. But hey, what do y'all think? We'll see what happens with 6ix9ine. We'll see if he really goes back to jail or not. But yeah. Comment down below, links in the description. Besides, that's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. Black TJ there while they're doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You try to hit a little bit more, you heard me? And I'm gone. Slimes and peace, y'all, gang. Aye.